You know that feeling when an engine is supposed to be the future, the one technology everyone said would change the game, and then it starts failing in the most old-school way possible? That's the VC-Turbo. On paper, it's the smartest four-cylinder Nissan has ever built. Variable compression, trick geometry inside the block, efficiency like a hybrid, torque like a V6. In the real world, it's knocking, grinding, throwing codes, and in the worst cases, eating itself alive. One day your Rogue or Altima feels smooth and punchy. Next week, you start hearing a light tick, then a hard knock on cold start. Then the low oil pressure warning shows up, and suddenly the service advisor starts using words like bearing failure, metal debris, or engine replacement. Owners thought it was a fluke. Forums thought it was bad luck. Nissan finally blinked. Quietly, without the dramatic press release, they launched a recall that covers nearly 500,000 engines. This isn't a software patch. This isn't a reflash. This is Nissan admitting that the heart of their most advanced engine design has a weakness they can't tune away. Tonight, I'm walking you through 3 things. What's actually going wrong inside the VC-Turbo, what Nissan changed with this new recall, and what you should do, whether your car is new, old, or the warranty is ticking down fast, because this isn't just a recall. It's a wake-up call for every next-gen turbo engine in the industry. Let's start with how the VC-Turbo works. Simplified. Inside a normal engine, pistons move up and down with fixed geometry. Compression never changes. What you buy is what you get. The VC-Turbo flips that upside down. There's a multi-link mechanism, think small robot arms, that physically changes the piston's height depending on load. Low compression for boost and power. High compression for efficiency. Genius idea, but horrible for durability if even one component is off by a millimeter. Here's where things go wrong. That multi-link puts extra stress on the crankshaft and bearings. Those bearings depend on perfect oil pressure. A tiny amount of machining debris left in the block can ruin them. Once they start to wear, metal shavings go everywhere. Oil pressure drops, the engine knocks, and suddenly, your future tech engine sounds like a tractor at 40,000 miles. This wasn't a rumor. This wasn't online drama. It was enough failures that NHTSA opened a probe, and the numbers kept climbing. Now let's talk about the 2025 recall, the moment Nissan silently admitted defeat. Nissan didn't say the VC-Turbo is defective. What they said, very carefully, is that they're inspecting engines for metallic contamination and abnormal bearing wear. Translation: they know the bearings are failing. They know debris is circulating in the oil. They know engines are dying early. Here's what the recall really changes. Dealers must inspect the oil pan for metallic debris. If they find glitter in the oil, even tiny particles, the engine is condemned. Engines with bearing wear get replaced, not repaired. No more monitor it. No more it's normal. If the bearing is worn, the entire engine gets swapped. Nissan extended the warranty on VC-Turbo engines up to 10 years or 120,000 miles on many models. That's not generosity. That's insurance, because they expect failures. Finally, updated manufacturing processes for 2025 plus engines include stricter machining, tighter tolerances, and better cleaning. They're not redesigning the engine, they're fixing the process. So what do YOU do? Whether you own one or you're about to buy one? Let's split this into 3 buckets. Bucket 1. If you have an early VC-Turbo 2019 to 2023, your engine is NOT guaranteed to fail, but you cannot treat it like a normal 4-cylinder. You win by doing 3 things. Get your recall inspection ASAP, even if no symptoms. Do oil changes early, every 4-5K miles, and use high-quality oil. These engines hate cheap blends. If you hear ticking, knocking, cold start growl, or the low oil pressure warning, don't wait. Take it in. Bucket 2. If you have a 2024 to 2025 model, your engine is better built but not bulletproof. Check for software updates, document all oil changes, and listen to cold start behavior. It tells the whole story. Bucket 3. If you're considering buying one, ask the dealer to run the VIN. If it hasn't had the recall inspection, demand it. If the oil pan has already been cleaned or the engine was replaced, even better. Here's what matters most. Advanced engines are only as reliable as their weakest bearing. Nissan wanted to leap into the future with a revolutionary design, but reality forced their hand. You can't cheat durability with clever engineering, not when metal is grinding inside the block. The VC-Turbo isn't dead, but the old story about it, reliable, efficient, future-proof, is. This recall changed everything, and if you know how to handle it, you'll be the one saying what every Nissan owner wants to say: my engine is complicated,